Florida, we've got Capsidal, Vickle, Brack, and Fellow.
How dare you boo this squad? The 10th seed coming in with a 3-1 record in our Major 5 qualifiers. Capsidal, Vickle with this fresh haircut, Brack and Fellow are ready to take down the Titans. Can they do it? They gotta start with a hot game 1 and finish strong and control. Let's see if they can get it done, Clint.
And next up, they're your Optic Texas. Ghosty, Shotzi, Hook, and Dashy.
The green wall cannot get caught slipping here. Historically, Florida Mutineers has the edge, but not against this squad. Looking to form another dynasty. Optic Texas hasn't looked this good in quite a while. Top 5 in seeding, but the only team without a chip yet this year. And they're gonna...
You still get a couple of close spawns, though. If you are Florida Mutineers, Vico and Brack, they combine for 3. Hoop, the last one, he gets cut down. And now all of Optic Texas are scattered.
And that is a very welcome sight if you're a Florida fan. It feels like, Jay, lately, and so far throughout Major 5, it has been Vico and Brack, the superstars here for Florida, leading in pretty much every single mode for them. Fresh fade. Vico tries to jump on forward, not able to win that fight versus Shotzi. 25 seconds still to fight for. And right now, if you're the Mutineers, you're kind of playing with house money, right? You've got that rotation on lock, and now they win the fight for the final 20.
Yeah, you will take this if you are the Mutineers. You're fighting for this final 20. You keep it scrappy. You still have players contesting it, but the big picture moment is Optic Texas. They did find those initial 2 kills, but they did not block that close spawn. So you still have bodies here if you are the Florida Mutineers, and Brack is not missing any shots. He finds another 2. Now it's the team here to assist them, and the Florida Mutineers with a flawless 60 hold at P3 to give themselves a nice little comfortable lead.
I don't want to get too ahead of myself, Jay, but is this already the best performance that we've seen a team have this early in the game versus Texas on Fortress?
Yeah, it is, because usually Texas, they're on the opposite side of this scoreboard.
Right, yeah.
Right now, Florida Mutineers, they're not making mistakes. Their setups have been great. They're not losing that initial gunfight, and they're trading efficient. But now it's all about getting out of this back spawn. Optic Texas win a rotation over towards Cannon. They're slowly trying to climb their way back into this game. But look at Optic Texas are currently down by 90 points. They're getting all the kills in the feed. Back to the P1 we go.
We talk historically, right? Florida, they have been Optic's boogeyman at times when it comes down to land matches, especially back in Vanguard. All of those wins, Jay, that they were able to accrue for 3 straight events were off of opening hardpoint victories. Some of them were stunners. Some of them were dominant hardpoint wins. Right now, Florida is in possession of it, but as we said,
He's really weak H-Bells. He's out of time. Nice. They're gonna be front. Get time. Go for your maps. Go for your maps. Couple maps. Couple maps. Get choked. Good job. One more front. One more front. Look your gate. Look your own front. Shoulder your front. Oh, Jesus, stables. One stables. I'm getting up.
What kind of situation they are in. But what has been the success story has been the break. Florida Mutineers in stage 5, the best breaking team on Fortress HP. 71% of the time they find the break, and that's why they are currently up by 100 points. Optic Texas need a response. They have to get a full 60 hold in towards the cannon. Oh, but there's already pressure here. Fellow and Capsule started off. Brack finds the 3rd. Fellow with the 4th. That's a clean 4 dead. Florida Mutineers can close it out now.
DJ Cap coming out and delivering a diss track right now here in game 1. And Brack continues to lock things down. 28 and 15 for him. Mr. Newberry having a statement here in our opener as Florida stun everybody in this opening HP. 1 more second to go, but they're already on the rotation. It would have to be perfection if you're Texas, but it will not be today. Florida. Ghosty went. Does he check his right? You bet that he does. Vickle at the same time finds one on today. Ghosty, and from there, we now enter into the 2v2. Vickle and Brack now versus Shotzi and Dashy. Time continues to tick.
Yeah, there's only 27 seconds on the clock. You got to at least get some information, and Vickle does just that. Great shoulder. Now onto Dashy. It's all left up to Shotzi. And a 1v2 with 20 seconds left, Eddie earned.
Oh, and he's able to find that now. 15 seconds. Vickle Does he decide to hop on the defuse? Or does he go hunting, watching for the OE? This is going to be a round for Texas. Shotzzy able to come away with it. A big 1v2 for him, wins that head-on fight. And from there, Florida left to scramble. Vehicle not is in round number 2 we go. Utility tossed as Florida take their first whack at attack. And really it is 2 quick players already out of the picture. Dashy firing in some bullets over at that cantina. So far has been great for Texas, but again, another 2v2 evened out.
Yeah, just a little bit too aggressive right there. When you have your numbers, you want to play the trades. But Fellow strikes because he knows the positioning of Ghosty. So now it's Dashy left in the 1v2. He does have the sniper, also has dead silence as well. But both players from Florida look like they're going to try to be the aggressors and push them out together.
He's going to be careful, watching toward his right. As you said, no gun picked up off the ground. Straight up X12 in hand, and Capsule is there to drop him. Excellent work again from Florida around the bomb site, around Cantina. Another situation where it looks like Texas is in full control. Shotzzy, excellent overwatch. In the meantime, Shotzzy not able to do the rest, but does deliver a stun. Also gives communication over to the squad mates as Vehicle delivers on another close range kill.
Now it's a 3v2, make it a 3v1. Capsule with the angle to take down Ghosty. Now it's Dashy again in another clutch. 1v3 this time around. Bomb's still going to be down over towards B. He has a lot of time to work with. You want to try to play for your first kill before you try to get this bomb down.
And he may just say, you know what? I'm not seeing anybody. I'm not seeing a soul. And Capsule tries to put him down again. Brought low, 50 HP. Here come Florida. And the timing not so great for Bruce. Already tagged up in the back. So many things to think about. Meanwhile, somebody's already on the defuse. Thieves trick as they'll pop that silence coming into the cantina now.
Oh, and they're trying to at least get that first blood. Player from Optic is able to get out, but Brack lines it up with the SMG. Switches from that tack. And the trade is now in from Vehicle, so another 3v2 scenario. Both players from Optic Texas regroup, but Capsule is the aggressor. He jumps out from the hedge, and he finds the final 2 kills on the round. Back to the defensive side they go. Brack still with the SMG in hand. He's just making it happen. The trade comes down to 3v3.
Jay, we're in an alternate universe. Brack is frying right now with the SMG. This is not possible. This is not possible. What are we witnessing? 1v2. Brack, it's all on to you. You got to come away with something special.
Wait a minute.
And right now, he's brought it into the 1v1. Now versus Shotzzy. Popping dead silence.
Dead silence invested. Shotzzy has that trophy system, so he's going to be heard. Can Brack find the timing? Information now gained. Does he go for the...
That's exactly right. Swing round inbound. A huge opportunity for Florida, and one that you feel like you have to have if you're Optic. As crazy as that sounds, but already off the start, it is a team kill. Brack out of the picture, and Shotzzy looks to try to take advantage of it, but Vehicle gets gifted too.
So now it's Hoop left at a 1.
The way from being up 2-0 versus Texas, this team is motivated. Brack again with the SMG, not able to find the first blood. Hook thankfully answers early, but it's 2 instant replies from Florida, and now it's Hook left all by himself. What has happened? What has occurred as Florida take another commanding map?
Drops, you're winning some insane gunfights to retake that side of the map. Both of the ARs for Optic Texas, they fall. Capsule with the Tax 56 in hand, just sitting towards the back bus, blocking that back spawn. And now there's only 25 seconds left. Optic have to get a move on it, but they can't get past Cap.
And they also can't get past Vehicle. I mean, it just feels like layer after layer. Texas, they make a bit of progress. It feels like really the only shining moment so far of this round has obviously been capturing the point over at B, but also Shotzzy going on that force brief from there. They have not really got a whole lot of anything. Brack now, he's going to find himself on 4 in a row, and this round is about to be done. One last ditch effort. Shotzzy drops, and that is round 1. Just a matter of finding a few in stride. Florida aiming to have that opportunity. Thankfully, they've got a few arrows starting to surround that A objective, but if Ghosty's able to find one that could turn the tide, now pressure falls on the Hook. By no means has had a great series, but this is the moment for him to have an impact, finding 2. That's 3 in a row as he is feasting inside of the diner. A few more left, and this round is going to go Texas's way.
You have a couple players from Florida setting up pinches. You have Vico who's trying to go on that deep flank, but he gets gunned down by Ghosty. So now you get the close ones if you are the Mutineers. You can still try to stop this clock. It's 6-6 in lives remaining.
Make it 6 versus 4. Ghosty trying to go big for the team. Thankfully, they are able to wipe most of the players off the point. Vico, last one close, and Texas hold on. Gets a little bit dicey there from time to time, but wasn't actually able to work out to any. Zone captures over at A, which is kind of really capturing the B zone, but no success on A. Can Optic finally make the wrongs right? That pick from Dashy is going to mean a lot.
Yeah, Dashy starts it off, but you still have to worry about Capsule. Player in the back of your base. It's potentially setting up the rest of your teammates to get put in a spawn trap. Florida Mutineers controlling the right side of the map, trading efficient. Now just not going 2 to 3 dead. Shotzi, he does take down Brack, so now you have somewhat Sonic control. You have Dashy in a position towards top double windows, and he's also on a 5 spree, so just play for this 1 kill, earn that cruise.
Put some tags into Brack. Not able to find him yet. They can still play some spawn kills. Loses Ghosty, loses Shotzi, so his ability to earn this streak becomes that much more important. He's able to do so. Massive W there for Optic Texas that you're going to have that cruise miss.
They're just holding strong on the mid-map setup.
Trying to build upon it. Fellow brought low. But manages to stay alive, stay intact. Shotzi, does he get that extra tick? No, not yet. So close to getting that one segment over at A. However, that progress bar now begins to move toward the opposite direction. Fellow now on 5 in a row. Jay, he is 21 and 16. He is flying. This is vintage Tyler Fellow right now, ladies and gentlemen. T-Fel Enterprises start to invest in it. It's a wonderful venture. 4 lives left if you're Optic. 10 seconds on the clock. This is a Hail Mary if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, it's got to be picture perfect. Got to find all the kills at the right moments. And at least try to stop the clock, but you cannot get past Fellow. He runs out of bullets, pulls out the knife, and eventually leads to Florida Mutineers now finding themselves at game point in the control, the potential.
Segment at A, 30 seconds to go. All I know is I need some glasses, just like Hook. Locking things down. 20 seconds to go as Florida begin what could be their last push, and it does not start off well.
Yeah, it doesn't start off well. You lose the initial 2 fights. Now Optic Texas know where the pressure's coming from. Hook goes for the one-on-one. Shotzi finds the final. And now with only 10 seconds left, Florida cannot get out of their base. But Hook saw us all on a 4 spree. If he could potentially earn himself a cruise missile going into this next round, that's going to be crucial. Because Florida Mutineers, they've been able to outslay the entirety of the map. They also have a 1 lead in the segment column, so they're going to have that defense going into the round number 5.
Get a few segments on the board, just shy of walking away with A. Florida come away with 3 kills as Brack hits the snapper.
And that's a clean 4 dead. With only 30 seconds left, Florida Mutineers know that we have to hold down one more good push. Vico's already in behind enemy lines. He does take down 1, but with only 5 lives remaining, Optic Texas need a miracle.
They do indeed. They pause the time, but only for a moment. Fellow is there to take down Shotzi. It's just 4 lives left. A miracle is what we need, but it's not one that we're gonna have. Hook and Ghosty, last players alive. Here comes Fellow, and there it is. A hot 3-0 for the Florida Mutineers. And the Optic Boogeyman is alive.
He was like, don't play like a pussy, Javi, and you got this. So Joe, shout out.
So for Joe Merck, he wanted me to ask you how much playing with him in ranked helped prepare you for this. What did he teach you?
He got me ready for these big games. So I gotta thank him for playing rank with me. I gotta thank Teep as well. The GOATs for sure.
No, listen, I grew a lot of respect for you and became a fan just listening to you BS with the old timers. It was awesome to watch. But what do you think gave you the edge over Optic in this particular match?
I think we played them really close on Saturday on our online series. I just feel like maybe we were playing a bit scared. I was telling my teammates like, hey, I don't even think like any of us individually played well, and we still made it close. Like if we all come out firing today, we're winning for sure. And I think everyone fried. So
Well, let's look forward a little bit because, listen, I know there's been many iterations of this Florida Mutineers team, but in the past, there's been some of these big, like, round one upsets where you beat Optic, you get to this high energy stand, but then, like, you lose the match after. How do you try to maintain that and make sure there's no fall off?
I think this is a different event for us because we come from winners. So I feel like in losers, we always win round one, just lose round two, fall off short. But I think this event is different. We start in winners. It's like our champs in a sense because we won't be able to play in Vegas, unfortunately.
True.
So we're just giving our all, and we're all proving that we deserve to be in the league.
Hey, listen, I know it's been a frustrating year at times, but it's amazing to see you guys come together. Fantastic round one win, and best luck the rest of the way, buddy.
Please hold this 1 second.
Back to the desk.
So, baby, that's right. It's Vickle.